Let's go! If we could address you directly right now.
Everything comes full circle.
That's number one.
I don't tell him what questions to ask me.
There are a lot of people around town that have the same question.
Brush my teeth. I'm a good wash in the morning.
I can't confirm or deny.
You know, just keep going a little bit longer here, Mike. Keep going a little bit longer.
Radio.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program for this special report.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? Think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters.
Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah.
Oh.
That's a break, little man.
Super Salad Scott, I didn't even know there was a set of stairs outside of the door that went down. That son of a bitch. Here we are. Oh, I don't know about you, but oh my God, I made it. Friday, last one. 6th show in 2 days. 12th of the week. How you guys don't flood this company with angry calls about removing me from the air is beyond me. You do sometimes. You do sometimes. But oh God, all right. It's okay. We're running on a little bit of fumes, but we're good because this is a fun show. It's been a fun week, actually. Just when I think that there's nothing to talk about sports-wise, there's things to talk about sports-wise right here on ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. It's the Sports Show. Cody Mack, that's me. Who's got two thumbs and is this guy? Me. And here we are. Made it to a Friday. The weather says blowing snow. I didn't know he was in town. If you want to call on a Super Bowl Friday, 315-437-7644 as the sun is shining through the windows. Trying to get my plants a little bit of sun. Oh, that one looks good. I got good plants, which you can see behind me on QSportsTalk.com. That is our Twitch feed where all you fricks are. Like, HR Derby, Home Run Derby. Oh, I like Home Run Derbies. Delima Hughes, Nick, Showgirl, Fuzz, West Monroe, T. Murph. And thousands more. Don't look it up. Thousands more. Don't look at the numbers. Over on QSportsTalk.com. As we are here on a Friday doing a bunch of Super Bowl talk, we've got some MVP chat to do as well. And we'll talk the Hall of Fame. What else is there? Anything else? No, I think that's it. I think that'll be everything because it's the Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl this weekend. And I was just saying right before I hopped on here that I'm not one of those guys. I'm not watching the Super Bowl, man. Super Bowl, man. I'm going to boycott the Super Bowl. Spoiler alert to anybody that's going to boycott the Super Bowl. They don't care if the three of you do. It is the most watched event in like all of TV. The couple of you that aren't going to watch, you're crazy because you're going to watch, if anything, for the halftime show with Kendrick Lamar. That's going to be awesome. Cody Mack approved rapper. Perhaps my favorite rapper. Yeah, I said it. The boy knows raps. Maybe I should have done that. I should have played Kendrick Lamar today, but that's all right. We got Debbie Deb. So I think it'll be a good game. We'll chat about that, what we expect. We'll break down some of the teams, see how they got here. Maybe even do a little memory lane, as I like to do, as we go back and revisit the last time they played in a Super Bowl, because that happens all the time, right? Teams just play each other in the Super Bowl, although Cowboys-Bills did. What's up, Bills fans? Oh, got him. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see where to start. How about a little 3-letter? What the hell is it? What's it called? Where it stands for the things? That's not a good start for me. MVP. The most valuable player, the most valuable person, Josh Allen, winning MVP. That's, I mean, a little probably not what Josh Allen wants right now. That's got to be a little bittersweet to win the MVP. I'm sure he's very thankful for it because he's a good dude. Josh Allen's a good dude. But I'm sure he doesn't want to be worrying about the MVP right now. He wants to probably be being like, I don't care about the MVP. They awarded it. I'm not there because I was in Ireland doing Super Bowl stuff. But it is a huge deal, as Josh Allen had one hell of a season, faux show. And I got some fun little MVP clip things I found of him, of people, little video tributes that we'll play here in just a minute that I thought were pretty cool. He really did have himself a hell of a season. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, I would have given it to Lamar Jackson. I know. Maybe even Saquon. But they don't add in playoff stuff. So Saquon, regular season, maybe not so much. But Lamar Jackson, I don't know. But who cares? Because Josh Allen won. Lamar Jackson didn't win. And it's a nice award that Josh Allen can maybe put on his shelf, keep that spot dusted off for maybe some type of Lombardi trophy at some point. But 3,731 yards in the air, 28 tutties, 6 INTs. He had some crazy games. The quarterback ratings here in some of these games, 104, 122, 117, 141, 116, 127, 142. Hike! 137. He had some fun games here, man. Josh Allen deserved it as far as excitement would go, I would imagine. As they gave the MVP out at the NFL honors. Good for him. Good for Josh Allen. Other things to go down at the MVP honors. What else did they award last night? Thursday? Yeah. Offensive Player of the Year. Saquon did get that. So that's nice. 9th player to rush for more than 2,000 yards. And he finished 100 yards shy of Dickerson's record. But one more game, so whatever. Defensive Player of the Year, the Broncos got an award. Patrick Surtain Jr. Did his dad ever win? I don't know if his dad ever won. That's cool. Commanders, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jane Daniels. He probably figured that was going to happen. Defensive Rookie of the Year, my Florida State Seminole, former Florida State Seminole, Jared Verse of the Rams, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Comeback Player of the Year, Joe Burrow. He was baller. I would take Joe Burrow over almost every single quarterback in the NFL. Personal hot take. No joke. I would take him over Lamar Jackson. I don't know about Josh Allen. I would take him over almost everybody other than maybe Patrick Mahomes. I might take Joe Burrow over Josh Allen, to be honest with you. Comeback Player of the Year, like I said, Joe Burrow. Coach of the Year, Kevin O'Connell of the Vikings, which is weird because he beat out Dan Campbell, who beat him to get that number 1 seed. I think I turned off the mic before I started coughing there, or before I finished my sentence, but you didn't catch me coughing. So that was fun. NFL honors. However, Josh Allen, your MVP. Let's do some fun Josh Allen stuff to celebrate the man that is. Because good for him, man. And Bills fans, it's a nice consolation. It's still cool. I would love to have a Dallas Cowboy be the MVP. Here's a look at Josh Allen starting from his early career. And I didn't know that he had 0 college offers until he hit himself a growth spurt and then things started taking off. I think my growth spurt's coming. Not sure. Can you hit a growth spurt at 40?
I didn't have any stars, so I was a no star, no offer guy out of high school.
Josh Allen went from 0 stars to one of the biggest stars that NFL has to offer. Completing his run to the top of the Shields rank this season, he was crowned Most Valuable Player. Before he was next, he was on the path to becoming one of the league's elite, and it wasn't even paid. It was a dusty, rural road. The future Bills QB1 started his career in Fireball, California, where he grew up on his parents' farm. And despite some serious talent, he didn't receive any offers out of high school, eventually landing at a junior college. After a season at Ridley Junior College, Allen sent an email to 1,000 college coaches. How many responded to his message? Not a single one. After a growth spurt, adding 2 inches and 30 pounds to his frame, he ended up at Wyoming after being spotted by a recruiter there to scout one of his...
I could add 30 pounds to my frame.
Future first-round pick found a way to bring national spotlight to the Mountain West.
It's a Cowboy touchdown. Another amazing play by Allen.
He'd spent 3 years with the Cowboys before going into the top 10 of the NFL draft, leveling up each season in the league, culminating in a career year in 2024. The QB no one paid attention to now has all the eyes on him every time he sets foot on the field.
And your MVP. I found a couple other things, too. How about this one? Let's see. The second one's better. This one's fun, though, and it's fun to celebrate Josh Allen as MVP. Let's have some fun. It's a Super Bowl Friday, man. Huh?
Josh Allen is an alien.
Look, he poses a huge issue. I mean, he's tough.
He can beat you from the pocket. He can beat you with his mind. He can beat you with his arm. He can beat you with his legs.
And then he's got the physical ability to take off and run.
That's why he's a legitimate MVP candidate. He's one of the best players in this league.
Talking about the first player ever with 3 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns. He's done it today. This is the legs.
Quarterback's legs. Oh, the play of the year in the NFL.
The toss back in the snow.
Josh Allen. That's the best half of football I've ever seen him play.
What he has done on this team, in this organization, in this community, I've got a hard time believing that someone's done more.
Pitched it back to Allen, and it in! Are you kidding me? Spectacular touchdown!
And all of that leads up to an amazing season capped off with you know, would like to have been probably something else, but an MVP for Mr. Josh Allen, beating out Saquon, Derrick Henry, Cooper Rush, Dak Prescott. No? Oh, okay.
MVP is the greatest honor for a professional athlete. It's hard to ever dream something like this would be possible. Most athletes know they'll never have a shot. But you were different. You always believed in yourself. Even when no colleges made offers, you never lost faith.
The Buffalo Bills select Josh Allen, quarterback, Wyoming.
It's that drive that took you to the next level.
Look at Josh
Me?
Allen. Oh, my God.
Josh Allen is one of the best players in this league.
That's why his teammates love him, though. He is a football player through and through.
He can beat you from the pocket. He can beat you with his mind. He can beat you with his arm.
And then he's got the ability to take off and run.
Here goes Allen.
You became larger than life on the football field. From the high-flying acrobatic hurdles,
I mean, he's an alien,
to the physics-defying tight window throws.
It's like a walking highlight reel.
You always find ways to outdo yourself, and you put Buffalo back on the map. Every week, a new stat comes out.
First player ever with 3 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns.
I'm
You're
already
the first
crying.
Buffalo Bills quarterback to win MVP. With
Me?
your toughness,
Thank
your
you.
talent,
I am.
and your class,
Oh.
you redefined what it means to be a Buffalo Bill.
Not me.
What he has done on this team, in this organization, in this community, I've got a hard time believing that someone's done more.
You always leave us feeling the same way. Proud to be part of Bills Mafia and proud to be on your team. Not just because you're the MVP, but because you're our MVP.
Oh, my God. Touchdown, Buffalo. Oh, the play of the year.
Josh Allen can do magical things.
I love you so much, Josh Allen. I'm just kidding. There it is, man. Good for him, Josh Allen. One of the most fun players in the history of Madden. So that's always good, right? That was awesome. MVP, Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills, awesome season. Next week, we will break down some more Buffalo Bills stuff from this past season as we celebrate the Buffalo Bills next week. But this week is still got to happen because we've got Super Bowl stuff to talk about. And talking about MVPs just a minute ago here, let's move on to another MVP, a former Super Bowl MVP. When we come right back, Sports Show, Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Oh, big stretch. I forgot to wear red today, but I wore my Glow Women's of Wrestling shirt, so that's just as good too, right? Oh, that sunshine went away. I need a Q Sports Talk shirt to wear. Where are those? I always forget to ask. I gotta get one of those so I can wear it. Oh, Kevin Durant's cranky. Wait. Oh, Kevin Durant's cranky. Oh, they wanted to trade me, even though I said you can try to trade me. I'm mad that they were going to trade me. Mwah. He's a baby. He was one of my favorite players because he was a Sonic. Now he just complains. Demands to be like he demands to leave teams that he's on more than anybody, and he's gonna be a little bitch when he's talked about to be traded. Wait. Oh, what's that say? There's a picture of Travis Kelce back here from when the last time the Chiefs won over the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I don't know if that's some foreshadowing, but oh, sweet. Thank you. Perfect. Yep, perfect. And that's how we do that. Oh, I got time. Oh. I'll put that one there to still celebrate the ladies. Ooh, got a KC fan in here. Yeah, but you end the weekend good, KC fan. Oh, this is nice quality. I'm a subscriber. Actually, I don't know if I am. I don't know how to link my account with Prime. I'm a mod for K-Rock. Does that still carry over? Oh, no!
Your body crushed the focus.
Oh, man, that's really funny. It's not full, is it? Liar. You're lying. Full of malarkey. That's what it is. Full of malarkey. I broke the camera.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
I don't know much math, but I know all the words to a Debbie Deb song. What are weekends? Thank you for joining us, hanging out. Q Sports Talk, ESPN Radio, 97.7, 100.1. If you're over on QSportsTalk.com, our Twitch, you are seeing a whole different show. I broke the camera with my hairy belly. I changed shirts. You're in Q Sports Talk. I asked, I received. I kept forgetting to ask about a shirt. I asked about a shirt. I got a shirt. I put a shirt on. I broke the camera. My nipples broke the camera. So that's what you're getting over on. That's what Cody Mack brings to Q Sports Talk. Some hairy man-boobed nipples. And then I break the camera. And poor belated birthday, Brian Higgins has to come here and fix the camera. But that's what happens when you broadcast from the Harding Mazzotti studio. You want to look at my body? You will, thanks to Harding and Mazzotti. 97.7, 100.1 as we are here on a super big Friday for a super big game. What are you guys doing for it? If you're at QSportsTalk.com, drop some snacks you're having. What are you doing? What size TV? Do you have 4K? I do, and I'm very excited about that. I checked the other day, and my Super Bowl will be broadcast in 4K, and that's awesome. I'm obsessed with that type of stuff. It's very ridiculous. Although I was wondering about commercials. Did anybody, a KC fan in Q Sports Talk, wondering if there is a game this weekend? Yeah. There is 3:15 up in the Dome against Boston College. Syracuse stuff. But, yeah, for this game, what was I saying? I don't even know. I had a brain fart there. It was funny. Is there a game this weekend? You threw me off with whatever I was saying about things that are going on, but I'll just move right on because now I don't remember. As we were hanging out for the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah, like, what are you doing? The 4K. That's what I was wondering. Commercials. I knew it'd get back to me. Because it's in 4K for me, but when I watch 4K stuff, because it's few and far between, like if it's a basketball game and they go to timeout, TV timeout, stuff like that, or a football game, they go to timeout, stuff like that, they just zoom out. There's no commercials. They just zoom out. And it's like you're there and you're like, okay, it's official timeout. Yeah, that's like, so would I not see commercials? Do I have to maybe put it on regular Fox when they go to commercial? That's going to be annoying as F. I don't know if I want to do that, man. We'll find out. If anybody knows, let me know, because I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that they announced the Hall of Fame, and a couple guys got in that I agree with. Actually, all of them. But there's some guys that didn't get in that I don't know about, as they had Antonio Gates, one of the best tight ends I've ever seen. Cornerback Eric Allen, amazing. Jared Allen, not related, definitely not related. Defensive end, played for the Chiefs for a while. I think the Vikings too, right? Awesome defensive end. And wide receiver Sterling Sharp, who is related and is the brother of Shannon Sharp, the guy who you hear all the time talking about on ESPN with the very, very loud opinions. That would be his brother. So, and he was very good. It's the smallest class since 2005, as they did not let in Carolina Panthers linebacker Luke Kuechly, which I don't know, I kind of am okay with. And then Colts kicker Adam Vinatieri. Most clutch kicker of all time. Maybe the most points in NFL history. I don't remember the last time that got updated, but how do you not let Adam Vinatieri into the Hall of Fame, man? He literally won Super Bowls and was the most clutch kicker in the history of clutch kickers. And then another guy they did not let into the Hall of Fame yet. And they probably will. However, I'm a little torn on this, if you will, as Eli Manning did not get in. And I hate Eli Manning. Screw you, bro. Screw the Giants. Don't like them either. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I know he never was it All-Pro or something like that? He never won MVP. 2 Super Bowl MVPs. 2 Super Bowl MVPs, though. You know what I mean? Like, that, I don't know. I feel like you beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl twice. You get to be in the Hall of Fame, right? Just by default. So he'll get in eventually, but not here. But a lot of back and forth disagreement on whether or not Eli is indeed a Hall of Famer.
I think it's kind of ridiculous to argue whether he deserves it or not because you choose what metrics you want. You decided that, which I'm not saying it as pejorative or negative in any way. I'm saying that sometimes, because like 2 Super Bowl wins, you would say Jim Plunkett deserves to be in, but he's not in. It hasn't worked for that. And sometimes
he wasn't the MVP of either of them for whatever.
But I mean, it's still you were hanging out by. So that's what I mean. You move the goalposts, which is fine.
No,
that's what you want to do.
It's providing context.
You start to pick things that you think are more important for this person that are less important for other people. It's like who he beat matters now. That's not something that we did in the past. Talking about you can't tell a history. That, like, I understand why people say that, but you could pick any number of random NFL Super Bowl MVPs and like you can't tell the history without this MVP. What? So every Super Bowl MVP is someone who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame? Don't make me start Googling, Dan. Like, I'm just saying that he deserves.
You cannot tell the history of the NFL and certainly the Super Bowl without Eli.
Let me get Jeff in.
So here's the thing. I'm with everybody. I did not think he was going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer for the same reason why Shefty did. But I'll say this: he was never an All-Pro. He, to your point, 4 pros, never all decade, right? When you go through all of it, never had an MVP vote. Never had a passer rating higher than 7th when he was playing. Like, there was a lot of things. So you go through the contemporaries, right? Brady, Breeze, Rivers, Ben, Russell Wilson, Stafford. Like, how many of those guys are going to go in the Hall of Fame?
All of them.
And so when you're looking at it, he will. But, like, how does he differentiate between those guys? Are they all first ballots? Yeah. So that's the difference. The difference
my man wait a year.
Is it first ballot versus – because he's a Hall of Famer, there's no doubt.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's a Hall of Famer. You got to – Eric Allen made it in on his 19th year. He will get in, I'm pretty sure, Eli. Again, 2-time Super Bowl MVP. Speaking of the Super Bowl, that's this weekend. What? I know, right? It's going to be good. Chiefs, Eagles. I'm not one of those, it's predetermined, blah, blah, blah. No, if it was predetermined, the Cowboys would be in it. Right? But Eli did have thoughts on the Super Bowl. So as we transition from Eli Manning, former Super Bowl MVP, eventually someday Hall of Famer, this is his thoughts on the Super Bowl and the Chiefs.
So as a guy who slayed Goliath, what advice would you give this Eagles team as they go into this Super Bowl?
I think all the pressure is on Kansas City. And I think, we kind of saw that when we played New England in 2007, when they were going for the undefeated, season. All the pressure is on them. We were the underdog by the points. We were it was just, hey, let's just go play our game. And I think that's probably the message to the Eagles. We've been good all season, especially, they got off to a little slow start, but after that, I mean, they've played great football all year long. And let's just go play our game. They were in this game a few years ago, a lot of the same players. They didn't have Saquon Barkley last time, and obviously he's been a playmaker. I expect if they are going to win this game, Saquon's going to be a big part of it. He's been a big part of their offense all season. He's a great kid. Proud of him. I don't take offense to anyone leaving, a team and going to another team in a division. I mean, Canty, you can't, obviously.
It worked out for me.
Exactly.
It worked out for me.
It worked out for you. I think it's going to work out for Saquon. It already has worked out for Saquon.
Ooh, is that a prediction from Eli? He thinks it's going to work out for Saquon. Eagles Super Bowl victory predicted by a former Giant. What? More Super Bowl talk after this. Sports Show, Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm Jackie. New year, new me. Hello? Squirt. Twiddly-dee-dee. 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 I'm back. I'm back. Woo! Ow. I thought Anthony Davis was playing today or tonight. Oh, it's tomorrow they play. It's Saturday at 3. I never know. What up, my lord?
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Look at weekend cuz.
eye contact with Q Sports Talk camera. I grind on the chair that everyone else sits on ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1 on a Friday. Then we're getting ready for the big game, the Super Bowl. Some people on QSportsTalk.com on our Twitch feed, like Malloy, getting ready for the Crunch game tonight. That'll be cool. Have fun. Watch some hockey. Crunch put out a good food for the concessions. Good food for the concessions over there. So make sure you have some tasty treats, Malloy. Do they still do the ice cream sandwiches with the sprinkles from Gilligan's? Son of a bitch, those are good. Oh, my God, those are so good. Yep, that's it. Brian Higgins always suddenly out sick today after all the chair grinding. I don't know who did that. That wasn't me. As we are hanging out here, talking Super Bowl stuff. Like I said, on a Friday, and it's going to be good, man. 6:30 Sunday. Right now, Chiefs by 1.5. I've heard that could actually go to a pick'em by the time we get to the game, which would be pretty crazy. So, I mean, it'd be profitable to get on that now, get that 1.5 if you want. Chiefs got here by beating the Bills 32-29. Eagles spanking the Commanders 52-23. These teams are very, very evenly matched, man. They're very evenly matched, as we had Eli Manning just a little while before the break talking about the Chiefs, and sounds like he's picking the Eagles, the Hall of Famer, eventually. Eventually, he was talking about, the games he's had. And speaking of the games he's had in the Super Bowl, they were against a man known as Bill Belichick. And he discussed what it would be like level upset-wise if the Eagles could pull this off.
One of the years, when the Patriots played the Giants, of course, it was the undefeated year. And I believe some players have come out and said, that pressure of going undefeated when you were very close, especially in that Super Bowl, it almost got to some guys. Do you think that'll happen at all with the Chiefs going for the first ever three-peat? Do you think there is a little added pressure in the back of some of their minds because it is something that has never been done like the Patriots during that David Tyree nightmare catch?
Oh,
honestly, I don't think that Kansas City will focus too much on it. Everybody else outside does. I'm sure that they have thought about it. I'm not saying that, but in the end, they seem to be a very focused team. Andy, his three experienced coordinators, Nagy, Spags, and Dave Taub, and their team, the leadership on their team with guys like Kelsey and Mahomes and all the players that they have there that have been through this before. I think they really know that the last two games, the last two Super Bowl wins don't really mean anything against the Eagles. They're going to have to go out there and play their very best game of the year to beat Philadelphia. And Philadelphia will know the same thing about Kansas City. They got to go play their very best game of the year. And I think that's what they're focused on, not the three-peat or whatever. But, you brought it up. I think it's a great opportunity for the Eagles to have, one of the greatest upsets like the Giants had against us, to stop the three-peat by Kansas City and, in NFL history. So this is going to be a historical game, one way or another. It's a great opportunity for both teams. Both teams are really good. It's going to be, this should be a heck of a game.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Thank you. Yeah, should be really good. So there's Bill on that. This game is going to be crazy, man. I think this is a matchup of the Chiefs offensive line, or the Chiefs defense and the Eagles offensive line. If the Chiefs defense can get back there and stop Saquon, this game will probably be over. I think the Eagles don't want to have to rely on A.J. Brown, as awesome as he is, and Devonta Smith, as awesome as he is, and Jalen Hurts, as awesome as he is. If the Chiefs can stop Saquon, I don't think the Chiefs have any problem with being like, go ahead, throw it all you want, man. But that Eagles offensive line has been so good all year. So good all year.
If the game is tight and it's within one score, Patrick Mahomes will be able to do enough to get them over the hump, so it is hard to pick against them.
How do you argue that, Stephen A?
I can argue it in a variety of ways. Good to see you, Hawk, man. Good to see you too, brother. Here's the deal, y'all. The Philadelphia Eagles, collectively, you look at them as being the better team. We know they don't have Patrick Mahomes. We understand that's the X factor. We concede that because he's the greatest in the game. But I looked up some numbers, Hawk. Let me throw this at you and Doggy. You do know that according to Pro Football Focus, the Philadelphia Eagles have the #1 offensive line in the National Football League. You have seen that dude, Saquon Barkley, rush for 2,000 yards this season. It's not like we're asking Jalen Hurts to be the one to deliver the goods against Patrick Mahomes, even though he does need to play well, and I believe he will. But I looked up this number right here, guys. Do you know that the Philadelphia Eagles starting offensive line, Doggy, stands an average of 6'6", 338 pounds?
I think that's close for me, too.
Did y'all know that?
Guys.
I mean, imagine it, but I'm giving you the numbers here. 6'6", 300, and that's the meat and potato brothers right there. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they eat for breakfast. You understand? Steak and potatoes.
Just in case you're curious, Josh and myself, we are actually called the meat and potatoes in the morning, but go ahead.
That is an average of 26 pounds heavier than their Kansas City Chiefs counterparts. So I'm thinking about Saquon, and I'm thinking about that massive offensive line, and I'm saying to myself, what's the best possible formula you could utilize to neutralize Patrick Mahomes? How about keeping them on the sidelines?
Yeah, that is exactly what the Eagles are going to have to do. They are going to have to keep that entire team on the sideline as well as the Chiefs defense has been playing. So, Super Bowl. Speaking of Super Bowl, who would have thought that this would happen as we would spend the next 5 minutes listening to old Jimmy Boeheim talk about Super Bowl stuff, as that's what we're going to do right now, because what a better tie-in for the weekend than Jim Boeheim stopping by Orange Nation today talking to Stephen Pauly and talking about the Super Bowl. Jimmy B.
Your Super Bowl pick, if you could.
I get credit for things that never happened a lot, but that's okay. Super Bowl is, I'll tell you what, I don't think you can beat that guy in Kansas City. I'm just going to tell you right now. They got a great coach. They got a great defensive coach. They got some players, but they got the one guy. And I was so happy to see Josh Allen get the MVP. I thought he deserved it this year. But the real MVP in the league until they beat him is Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
he always finds a way.
Games. He finds some way. And they keep coming up with throwing these statistics up there. Well, this guy passed for this and this. Winning. That's what the MVP is. Who wins the most games and who wins the most championships? That's who the MVP is in my mind in any league. And that guy out there, I think Philly can beat him, but they may even be better on paper.
Yeah.
But until somebody beats that guy, he has a way to win. If he throws it underhand, he'll throw it underhand. If he has to run, he'll run. If he's left-handed or right-handed or whatever it is. And that's, to me, what sports is about. I love that. You see those guys that, they find a way to win games somehow. And as a coach, you appreciate talent, but you really love to see guys that find ways to win games, figure it out. Magic Johnson did it. He was a great player too, but he found a way to win games. Larry Bird did it. All the great players, they find a way to win games. And, Kobe did it. Jordan did it. And statistics are important, but sometimes it's just finding a way to win, and that's what, you really try to do in this world.
I wish you would just do it in the NFC so my Bills could go to a Super Bowl. That would be nice. But
I'm a big Bills fan.
Yeah.
I love to see him win. I love Josh Allen. I think he's a great kid, a great player. I love the coach up there. I'm just pulling for him really hard, but that guy is
finds a way.
He finds a way, and that's what I mean as a fan of every sport that's ever played. I just love to see a guy that somehow finds a way to get out there and wins games. I just have always admired that, and it's to me what sports is about. It's just being able to get through. And I've had the chance to coach all those players, and some guys just they find a way to win games. And Jordan was, to me, the best at that, and Kobe was right there because he had an edge to him that just would never stop. As a player, Jerry McNamara had that. He wasn't that talented a player like those guys. But he would just, if he needed somebody to make a shot, you think back in his career, he made it. He made the shot somehow.
Yeah.
And those are guys you appreciate, watching those guys over the years. But yeah, Paulie, I haven't talked to Paul. I haven't told Paulie what to do in the 30 years that I've worked with him.
Paulie asked earlier if Jim had ever been telling Paulie what to say on air, and the way Paulie's takes go, nobody as smart as Jim, whatever, have those takes. Ha! Jim, talking about the Super Bowl. Oh, man. It's going to be a great game. We've been talking about it here. They're talking about Patrick Mahomes. Jim has the same take that I have, which might be a spoiler into my prediction of who I'm going to pick, but I've been saying it all year. Until they prove me wrong, why would you bet against Patrick Mahomes as much as you want the Eagles to win? I just don't know. I don't know what it's going to take other than a monumental upset by the Eagles and a lot of Saquon Barkley after finishing with over 2,000 yards this year. Going to have to have probably another couple 150, something like that in the Super Bowl. Man, I don't know. Let's see. We'll wrap up some Super Bowl talk. Little odds and ends. And then we'll get out of here for the weekend and hand things off to the 315 with Brian Higgins in just a few minutes when we come back in the Sports Show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Boop, boop. All right, what else? Let's play here. Yup. Oh, my God, I'm a monster. Ooh. Anybody else get personal call from Syracuse University today? No, just me. And a text? What could they possibly want from old Cody Mack? How long is that? That's that long? Oh, my God. Do I owe that money? I mean, technically, but no, I don't owe that money. This guy. Oh, he's got his shooty hoop ball. No, you can't use your feet. You have to. I was going to say you have to do that. No hands. No hands. Oh, there you go. Nice. Dunk it. We got to get a real one in here. At least like the one that's in the K-Rock one. Have you ever seen that one?
Yeah.
It's on the back of that door.
In the ball is the best part.
That's what we need for in here.
I agree.
Absolutely. I don't think it was even that expensive. Or just, I mean, could a real one fit there? Put a real one on the fucking door. Tim won't care.
Just put it above it.
Tim won't care. Tim said do it. Yeah. Tim said whole real basketball hoop. I heard him.
All right, bye.
Yeah, bye. Oh, yep. And no, I don't owe that money, but technically, again, because it was about season tickets. Putting our penis on. Well, if anybody's curious, Kendrick Lamar's prop bets, I've got them. Yo, bitch, don't kill my vibe is plus 700. Oh, to open it. No, it's not going to be that. It's whatever the one that hot lady is on. That's what they. Well, no, I don't think they open with that. Yeah, humble makes more sense.
Look at weekend cuz because weekends were. All you ladies, clap your hands, stomp your feet, and grab your man.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Super Bowl show Friday, Super Bowl weekend. ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. The 315 with Brian Higgins is up next. All your Q SWAT-nots as they've got a matchup with BC up in the Dome tomorrow. That'll be fun. But we are talking the Super Bowl, and my goodness, how is it going to go? I do not know. I can see if Saquon Barkley gets out and running, I could absolutely see this game going the way of the Philadelphia Eagles. If he can get out there and do Saquon Barkley things, absolutely. But, well, I cannot pick against the Chiefs. I'm just sorry. There's no way, man. The way things have gone, I just can't do it for the Chiefs. They've lost one to the Bills, and that's one, like I said, I don't think they showed the Bills everything they had because they were being sneaky Pete's. So will it be a new outcome for the Eagles, or will it be like the last time they played?
3 rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. The 2-point conversion is good.
I meant to start it here.
Mahomes slings it. Juju Smith-Schuster, first down for the Chiefs. He's come alive in this second half. That's his 6th catch today. Here's Mahomes. Kelsey has it. Just his 3rd catch of the half. And Travis Kelsey should have a first down. Pacheco tries to get to the edge. Pacheco, a lot of room to run. It gets upended there. Mahomes in trouble. Gets away. Mahomes racing with the bad ankle and all. Inside the 20. And he's taken down. Somehow, Patrick Mahomes.
Will he be the one rushing, or Saquon?
Don't want him to be able to move up vertically in the pocket. That's exactly where he's able to go. And you said it, that ankle, that doesn't look very injured. Obviously, the huge play at the end of the AFC Championship game to set up the game-winning field goal. And he's given everything he has right now. And
Mahomes, pressure, lofting one, end zone incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster couldn't catch up. There's a flag at the 10. Hang on, there's a penalty.
Will that play a part?
Run it down to the field goal try with McKinnon. See what he decides
Will
to do.
that play a part?
He's got to get down.
And he does.
Changes the entire complexion of how this classic game is going to end.
I have a feeling the refs don't play any part in this game. Hot take.
So the Chiefs will set up. Butker up. Got it.
I can legit see that being the exact ending of this year's Super Bowl.
As all day, now some rushers come. Going to throw it as far as his arm can take it, which is well short. And the Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl 57.
Yeah, honestly, I can really, really see the last play, us coming in here Monday and being like, and here it is. Here's your final play of this year's Super Bowl.
Butker up, got it.
Chiefs, Super Bowl champions, right? Again, not that I'm rooting for that, but again, said it all year until they prove me wrong. I gotta pick the Chiefs. And I'm the Cowboys fan. What the hell am I rooting for the Eagles for? What are you, nuts? Now, Chiefs first team playing the Super Bowl 5 times in a 6-year span, and I think first team ever to three-peat. Should have been the Cowboys. But, crumple. A lot of fun prop bets. Go and check all that out. I will see you guys on Monday as we recap the Super Bowl. 315 with Brian Higgins up next. Make sure you give all the belated birthday messages to the belated birthday boy. See you Monday. Have a good Super Bowl weekend. ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.9.